Lay on your back with your feet flat and your knees bent. Reach your arms to the ceilings with your palms facing forward. As you exhale, scoop your abs in and peel your head and shoulders off the mat, reaching your arms forward. Pump your arms 6 to 8 inches above the abdominal wall. Breathing in for a count of 5 and out for a count of 5 for 10. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5 for 20. You're going to do 10 breaths for a total of the 100. You can progress this by bringing the legs up into tabletop as shown in the video. This makes it a little bit harder, and we will progress this eventually over the 6 weeks to your full 100 position. When you're done with your 10 breaths and 100 pumps of the arms, hug the knees into the chest and lower the head and shoulders down. Hug the knees into the chest and roll yourself up to a seated position with your feet flat and your knees bent for the roll back. This is a modification of the roll up. We will be working on the roll up over the next couple of weeks. But for now, doing the roll back. Sit up nice and tall, holding your hands just behind the thighs. And as you scoop your abs back behind you, slowly roll down till your arms are almost straight. And then take an inhale, and as you exhale, curl back up to start. As you're rolling down, you're scooping your abs back to the back wall. Do about 3 to 5 of these, and then reach the arms out into space, just using the abs almost down to the back. Deep breath in at the top, exhale, scoop, and roll just behind your sit bones. Take an inhale, and then exhale, roll forward. On the last one, slow and controlled, roll your upper body all the way down to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest and roll up to sitting, and we'll go into rolling like a ball. Scoot your seat up to as close to the feet as you can, holding around the ankles and rounding your body into a little ball. Lift your feet off the floor, and you're just going to hover at the top, keeping the shape of the ball with your head between your legs. After you've held for a couple of breaths, bring the feet to the floor, nice and slow to controlled, roll all the way down on your mat and hug your knees in. Moving into single leg stretch, pick your head and shoulders up, looking into your abs. Take your left hand and place it on your right knee, and take your right hand and place it on your right ankle, reaching the left leg out at eye level. As you switch the legs, switch the grips of the hands. Pulling in as you exhale and switching as you inhale. Do 5 to 8 and then hug your knees in and lower head and shoulders. Curl your head and shoulders up for double leg stretch. Looking into your abs, hold on to the ankles. We're going to start by just reaching the hands straight to the ceiling. Do this 3 to 5 times and then we'll add the legs. As you inhale, arms to the ceiling, abs in and legs reach out. Exhale, circle the arms and hug the knees in. Don't hug the knees in until your hands have circled and then grab, squeeze in. Do 3 to 5 here and then hug the knees in and lower head and shoulders. Moving into double straight leg lower lift, make a diamond with your hands and slip that underneath your low back and your tailbone with your hips down. Bring your legs up to the ceiling and scooping your abs all the way down to the floor. As you inhale, reach the legs out to 45 degrees. As you exhale, scoop more and bring the legs back up to 90. Only reach your legs out so low that your low back isn't arching away from your hands. Do 5 to 8 and then hug the knees into the chest and take the hands out. Moving into our modified crisscross, take the feet flat to the floor with the knees bent and bring the hands just under the base of the skull. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl up and bring opposite shoulder to opposite knee. So right leg comes up as left shoulder twists over. Twist to the left and bring the left leg up. Place the foot down. Twist to the right, bring the right leg up, bring your foot down. Do 5 to 8 on each side, and when you're finished, hug your knees into the chest and give yourself a nice squeeze. And now let's roll up for spine stretch forward. Extend your legs out long in front of you with your feet wider than your hips and your feet nice and flexed and the toes curling back. Sit up tall over your sit bones with your arms reaching parallel to your legs. Taking a deep breath in at the top, lift up, grow tall. Exhale, scoop your abs back in opposition as you reach the crown of the head and the hands forward. Do 3 to 5 just to stretch the low back. And then slow and controlled, roll yourself all the way back down onto the mat. Now for bridges. Bring your feet flat to the floor with your knees bent, and your feet, knees, hips, and shoulders all in one line. Focusing on the spinal articulation, as you inhale, peel your spine up off the mat bone by bone so their hips are nice and high. And as you exhale, slowly roll it down bone by bone by bone. As you inhale, lift your low back, mid back, upper back. As you roll down on the exhale, place your upper back, middle back, and lower back. Do about 5 to 8 of these before moving on. Now we'll move into our modified front support or plank position, coming into a tabletop position with your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. Spreading out your fingers, take one leg behind you with the toes curled under, then switch legs. Try to keep the torso and the box of the body still as you move the legs, and just do one at a time, finding the position. Keep pulling your belly button up to your spine to help stabilize your body. After you've done 3 to 5 to each side, take one leg back, then the other leg back, finding front support, and then one knee down, the other knee down, and switch. Hold front support as long as you can, and then finally both knees come down. Push your hips back onto your heels in rest position.